Hi guys, welcome to my tutorial about how to create a door that opens via Kismet and um, doors, of course. So let's begin by firstly we're going to make another one of these cubes. Let's drag this one over here. Now we don't know which size or what length we need between the two cubes. To do that we're going to see if we'll build it relatively with the door. We will spawn the door. By doing that, open your content browser. I will search for door, static meshes. Make sure you search for static meshes door. We're gonna spawn this one. It's going to be called. Remember to use the add interp actor. It means that it's kind of like it's not dynamic, but a static mesh means that it's static. It won't move because static means unmovable or I mean static electricity. It's electricity at one point and one point only. It won't move. Kind of. So remember, make sure that you select the add interp actor. Alright. Now select then just do the same thing with the other one. Add interp actor. There. Now, you might be wondering, yeah, we got two doors, they are down halfway in the ground, and it doesn't look good. Besides, how are we going to fit the door inside here? It won't look good, you will see it through. What we're going to do is we're going to right click this cube, we're going to find in content browser, and then we are going to spawn it in here, drag it up, position it there. Now I don't know if this is close enough or something. That's where we use these ones. Pull them in. This might take a while. There, perhaps. Good enough? Yeah, it's a tip might be to use the there we go. Using these here to shake so that they are aligned correctly. We can see here, this is the top view. We can see that it's aligned almost perfectly. We're actually going to change that. I wonder if it's made like that. Yeah, it's seen both sides. This is the side view. No, this is the top view. And this is the side view. So, what we want to do here, I'm going to go back to this view. First of all, we won't want this ugly looking cube. It's disgusting, right? So we're going to open up the content browser again. And I've already made this material, but we can do it again. We're going to close down engine, UDK game, external. And we're going to if you haven't made your own package yet, do it, because it's very good to do it. I store my little packages here. I've already made mine, but we can redo it. I'm going to delete it. Delete. There. Right click. New material. Let's just call it white color. Alright. So here you might be wondering what the heck. I hope you've watched the material making editor tutorials dingly in other places. Otherwise I will be uploading one soon. What we're going to do is we're going to hold down no, let's not hold down. Do some constants. We need we need one. No, wait, we just need a vector. Constant free vector. There. Open it up, you'll be able to select a color. Select whatever color you want. That looks great. It's kind of like sand or something. I want this to diffuse. There, it's a simple, very simple material. We're going to click the check. We're going to close this down, and we're going to use as simple as drag and drop. There. Now we have a white cube. Let's see if we can use that on the other one as well, because I'm kind of annoyed by that I have two different. There we go. Two different materials. Whoops. 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 There we go. Oh my god. Thank you. Now we can close this down. So what do we have here? We have these doors. And, well, look all not cool and all, but how are we gonna get through, right? We wanna get through here. Either we can like cheat and go around, but let's say that the player is honest and want to go through the door. So what's needed to open this door? It needs a function. Alright, so how to do this function? We're gonna add something called a trigger. A trigger is like the starter of the function. Let's say that the trigger, you woke up. No, that's not good enough. Okay, let's say that you sit down on a chair. As soon as you sit down on a chair, it's gonna explode or something. Then the act where you sit down on the chair is when it explodes. Right. Now, as soon as you sit down, you activated the trigger. Right. And when the trigger has been activated, it will activate a function, or something like it. You understand my point. So let's start by adding this. You can either add like one trigger and increase the radius a lot, but I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna pull our brush up. Get over here. What is it again? Are you serious? Now it says position U and then the axis downwards. Let's take like 2048 by. Why was that gonna be then like 256 is just alright. 256. There. Alright, that was kinda a little bit more wide than I thought. Oops. Let's just use these instead. Top view. There. This is the top view. Let's just use that for now. I'm gonna choose you. I know what I did. I think that's right. Let's just check it out. Where's the arrow point? Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Now you might be wondering where's the trigger? This isn't a trigger. It's just a brush. Right. So to add the trigger, first of all, select this area here. And toggle it by B if you haven't untoggled. Right click the volume. The volume is this transparent little box right here. Right. So what does is it loading? Oh, just click this one there. Now click the trigger volume. You might say, okay, where is it? Patience. Yes, move this backwards and it will be right there. Alright, now this still doesn't do anything because we didn't connect the trigger to the doors. Right, so we're gonna open Kismet. Make sure that you have selected the volume, the trigger volume. Right click, new event using trigger volume, touch. So this basically means as soon as you enter this area, the trigger will do something. It will trigger something. Now here's where the trigger part comes in. We're gonna animate these doors opening. Alright. So first of all, right click, click the new Matinee. Matinee is the animation program in Unreal Engine. It's very useful and it's pretty good. As soon as you touch it, it's going to play the Matinee animation. Double click it, and you get this screen up. I won't be going into all the tools or anything. I don't have that much time. Sounds like an action game or something. Right. First of all, select one of the doors. I'm gonna start with the left one. Right click, add new empty group. Basically everything has to be in a group. It's very simple. Just do it. This is going to be called door 01, and then add new movement track there, and scroll out. You don't have to do it. I do it because it's easier to see. Now I want this animation to take 2 seconds. Now I switch these marker locations by using the arrows on my keyboard. I have checked this magnet, this toggle snap grid, kind of get second grid, yes, as usual. It's easier to work like that, and I like to work with whole seconds. Though if your animation is very complicated, you might want to use the without this one. And because if it needs to be very accurate, do not use a grid, right? Just don't. It needs to be pretty, use a grid. So here, when you selected your time, that sounds awesome. Anyhow, I'm gonna go for 1 second because the distance from here, this line, I don't know if you can see it, but here to here is not that long. It takes about 0.75 to walk this distance. So we're gonna put it to 1. Now I pressed enter and I added this keyframe. As you can see, there is a little yellow spot in the middle of the cross. Sorry about that. What you want to do here is that you're kind of telling Matinee that you wanna at the point where 1 second has gone, as soon as you enter the trigger, so 1 second like timer begins, and it ends at this keyframe, and this keyframe tells us that this object will be located right here after 1 second. Then. So if you see here now, I'm gonna drag this, and you can see it moving, right there, smooth and awesome. Now, sadly enough, no sad, nothing. Just forget that. Just close that and open Kismet. There. Now, a little something that we might want to use is the untouched. So if you like walk up to the door and you regret and you say no, I'm gonna go home instead. Then yes, you untouch it by walking out of the zone, and then it's going to reverse. So it's going to go back to 0 seconds, which means that it's going to close again. It looks kind of nice and awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Select new matinee. Select these both things as usual. Right, double click it. Minimize this. Select the door. New empty group. Door 02. Oops, do 02. Add new movement track. There. Scroll out. And 1 second. Keyframe. And move this backwards. There. Just like that. Right. So now let's double check it. Yes, it works as it should. Goes down. Check the Kismet. Is everything connected? Yes, it is. Looking pretty. This is just for my visual sake. Right. So let's play the game. And as you see, like a charm just opens up. Oh yeah, I forgot something. To make it possible for this to untouch, you need to select it. Go down here to sequence event. I don't know if you can see this. Here, sequence event. Check the max trigger count. It means that the amount of times you can trigger the trigger, the amount of times the trigger will activate or deactivate something, is currently set to 1. We need to change this, and to do this we're gonna select 0. 0 basically means infinite. You can activate it an infinite amount of times. So let's say that you spend your entire infinite life, if you would have one, by activating this trigger, it still would do the exact same thing all and all over again. That's basically what that means. So let's try again. Opens up, closes. Opens up, closes. So, I know that looks very awesome. No, it doesn't, but it's kinda good to know. And it's very basic for game development. Doors and triggers, mostly triggers, they're very important. Now the last thing we're going to do, as you saw, I can walk through this door, and I don't want to do that, that's just cheating. So what we're going to do is going to select these two, right here. We're going to hit F4, that will bring up the properties for both of them. Since they are the both kind of object, we can go down to collision here, and when we change this for one of them, it will change for the other two as we selected both of them. So we're gonna click this collide drop box. We're gonna click the block all right here. Right? Close that and play. And there, you see, I'm stuck. As soon as I enter, can't get out. That's kind of what I wanted. So that's all for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and the next tutorial I will be doing is breakable objects. It's gonna be nice. See you later. Bye.